Hey everybody, it is Thesha here with Legacy of Light in conjunction with One Love Wellness Center here in Menasha, Wisconsin. Coming to you for my 365 days from my heart to yours. And today I just want to talk about willingness or being a volunteer. And this came through something I was watching by Sadhguru. And it started last night where I was dealing with a situation, where somebody hurt me and I wanted to let them know. Mostly because in the past, I would have just allowed it and not said anything or forgave them and whatever. And just let it go. And I felt like somewhere I needed to say something. So I went through and wrote them a message. And, as Don Miguel in the Four Agreements says, be impeccable with your word. And I felt like I really was. And I felt really good about it. And then, I sent it to them and I told them I didn't need a response. I was just looking to share my feelings, and they ended up, responding, and then again, just creating more frustration because I felt like they didn't hear what I said. And at first last night, I was frustrated, and then, as I thought on it more, and just was in a space of wanting to heal, like asking, what do I need to do so this doesn't bother me, so this doesn't frustrate me, so these actions by someone else don't continue to cause me pain. Because, in the past it would have, but I just wouldn't have said anything. I would have just held it in, pushed it down, So instead last night, I decided to sit in those feelings and really just allow them to be. And I, spent time in some meditation and crying and really just talking to my guides and, telling them exactly how I was feeling in that moment. The anger, the sadness, the frustration. Not woe's me, but this is how I feel right now. And what do I do to not allow it to continue or to happen in the future? And so as I went to bed, I just meditated on that and asked, that they show me, in my dreams or, my morning routine or something, like how can I get past this and not let the words or thoughts of someone else frustrate me and hurt me. And so I had, some crazy dreams and woke up angry. And at one point my daughter a while back had told me, she said, Mom, that everybody in your dream is just different aspects of yourself. And so when I woke up, because of the dream, I was angry, I was frustrated, and I was like, okay, and, instead of getting mad at myself, I just allowed it, and I went through this process this morning and said, okay, where is this coming from, and what can I do about it? And I did some meditation this morning and, was looking through YouTube, through some of the stuff that I am subscribed to, and this video came up with Sadhguru and talking about being willing and being a volunteer. And, when we decide to be open to our guides, to be open to what we need, it will come in so many different ways. And I am just so grateful that I was able to see this video and to be able to share these things with you all, so that, you know, if you get in a situation like this, you can know how to be willing. And he talks about being willing and is actually like a volunteer, because you're allowing things to be as they are. And instead, you know, he says, in our minds we've decided that willingness equals good and that unwillingness equals bad. But really, there's only joyful or miserable people here, because we were all on different levels of experience. He says, volunteering means you have no will of your own, so you can do anything. And I kind of further thought about it to, you know, to say that we have no preconceived notions of right or wrong. We have no preconceived notions of I'm good and they're bad. Like, when we're willing, we let that go. And as he was saying, you say yes to everything, not yes to this person, no to this person. Oh, you're good, you're bad. Because really those perceptions are only created in our minds. So like you said, there's no good, there's no bad. There's just joyful people and miserable people. And if we come from a place of willingness, it will be as this. My life is about me, no matter what anyone else does. Because how I am is my choice. And how they are is their choice. And really, to allow someone else to control your emotions is like the ultimate slavery. So what we want to do is not give anyone else the freedom to affect our emotions in any way. That privilege is ours. That privilege is our choice. What we choose, how we choose that we are in the world. And that's all there is. It's not, I'm choosing to be this way because you did this for me, or you did this to me. I am choosing myself. I am choosing to be the way I am because I am. So, he goes on to say that not one of us is ideal in this whole human experience. And he says, if you want to work with someone ideal, go to heaven. And truthfully, when he said that, I was like, yeah, because this is what we came here for, to learn. To learn to accept these imperfections in ourselves and in everyone else, and to learn to love them. And in this becomes our willingness. And when you are willing, you can find a way. And when you come to that space where you can just let that go and forgive yourself for ever allowing anyone else to have an effect on your emotions. You know, it's okay. Because we are all at different levels and we're seeking different levels. And if you're not okay with being in the same spot and you want to move forward, to move to another level of experience, it always starts within us. And this being willing was just a beautiful answer for me. Because in my needing to message this person, or, even in the times where I didn't tell people, I wanted them to know, like, how much they hurt me. Because in the end, really, I wanted to teach myself that by allowing others to affect my emotions, I was hurting myself. And I wanted to just let go. And to be free. And to me, this whole message from Sadhguru was the freedom that I needed to say, oh, yeah, that's right. There's little things, and like even reading the 4 agreements, like that has made a huge impact on my life, Don't take anything personally. Speak impeccable with your words. I got it. Don't make assumptions, and always do your best. And in all of those things, I think, is willingness. Because we're willing to say, it's not right or wrong. It just is. And I'm in charge of choosing for myself. And it's all about me. And in this, it's as if these things will just reflect off of you and have no effect, because that's okay. This is what they're struggling with. This is what they are dealing with. And it can also bring you to this level of compassion for others. Now that I look back at this, is like they were hurting me and being hurtful, saying hurtful things to me because they were hurting. But I am grateful for that experience, to know that I don't have to do that anymore, because it doesn't have to affect me. I get to choose. Am I going to allow somebody else to affect my emotions? And we don't have to. We can love them right as they are, how they are, through the experience. And I believe that's why we all came here, to figure out all these imperfections, or figure out how to learn to love the imperfections, and to truthfully just be willing. So I love you all, and I will see you tomorrow. Have a great day.